What's up, everyone? Julia here.
And Trent.
And we're back with episode 10 of Andor.
Make it stop. But don't make it stop, because this series is too damn good. And the final 3 episodes are just gonna be so fun to see the lead up to Rogue One. Last episode, the great extraction of Mon Mothma from Coruscant, the Senate chambers, with her delivering that epic speech, outing Emperor Palpatine as the monster that will come for us all. And yeah, then the end of the episode with Bix leaving Cassian to allow Cassian to fulfill his role as captain in the rebellion. But we did get K2SO coming online.
We did.
Yep. Good to have him back. But yeah, I'm not ready for this series to end. These final 3 episodes are going to be great. Fantastic television. And yeah, let's check it out.
Let's go. Another time jump.
Oh, the final year. Getting close. Anyone there to answer it? Claire seemed a bit surprised by that. It's looking much more cold than when we first saw it.
It's getting more like grayscale. Okay.
Claire, get the guns. Luthen, get the rings.
Tell me you're ready.
We'll meet at the old steps.
There was construction the last time I went through.
We don't have time for alternatives. Keep your distance.
I will if you will. Going like this is risky enough. Just promise me if it doesn't look perfect, you won't engage.
I think we used up all the perfect.
It's feeling like a goodbye.
Move.
So much is left on.
Tuck your shirt in.
You came.
You rang the big bell.
I always wondered if it would work. Dedramiro contacted a friend of mine in Tactical last night. She's looking for a team to be put together for an operation in Coruscant. I think she's coming for you.
Why would your friend tell you this?
Miro's always bending the rules. He wanted to know if I thought it was safe to comply.
So call him back and find out.
I can't.
Oh.
I'm burned.
Oh, no.
They'll be on me soon enough.
What have you done?
I figured it out. Everything. I know what we've been chasing. But first, we talk about safety. Promises were made. I have my wife and my daughter tucked away for the moment, but I need you to tell me how you're going to get us out of Coruscant.
Tell me what you've done.
I have had Dedramiro's code cert for a year now. Total access. Her private storage. I knew if I told you, you'd push me to use it. But if she's on to you...
You went into her files?
I had a 2-hour window.
And you still don't know if she's coming after me or not?
I didn't have time. Because I found something more critical.
Oh.
Something huge.
So now we're bargaining.
I wasn't followed. Because if they knew what I found, they wouldn't have let me out of the building. I need safe passage. Luthen, I need it today.
Obviously.
Where?
How much time do we have? How hard will they come?
They'll come at this with everything they've got.
That is big.
Assume they're coming now.
Then there's no time to play games. I need to know what we're talking about. You're not the only one who'll be running. We're in this together. I need details. What are we up against?
The Emperor's energy program is a lie. All of it. The rebellion on Gorman was a front from the start, a cover to strip mine the planet for some mineral that they need. They're not looking for partisans on Jeddah. They need kyber crystals, the crackdowns, the public order, the labor camps, Scarif.
Fronting for what?
A weapon. Orson Krennic's been building a secret weapon for over a decade. Colonel Yularen wasn't even told until a month ago.
What kind of weapon?
Where will you take us?
A damn big one.
Yavin.
What is that?
We'll be safe there. As safe as we can be.
Well, that was good reinforcement that the Empire doesn't know about Yavin.
Tell me about the weapon.
don't think Lonnie's walking away from that combo.
No.
Loose end.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Lonnie's in.
Yeah, Lonnie's dead.
Is that a loft cut?
Yeah.
It is!
It is. Oh.
Poor Lonnie. In his own twisted way, this is protecting his family.
Kyber, Krennic, Urso.
Galen, Ursa, Galen.
Engineer, Galen Urso. Super weapon, based in Scarif, fuel from Gorman, Kyber from Jeddah. ISB Krennic, Galen Urso.
You know where to go.
No, I'm doing the comms.
No, you're not.
I'll be faster.
I'll do the burn. Please don't argue. Just be waiting for me. Just be there. Go.
I don't know if he's going to make it out of this.
He knows there's too much at stake. Try it all.
Yeah.
Lonnie was right. They are coming straight at him hard.
Oh no!
You're open.
Please join us.
I've passed by here many times. I've always wanted to come in.
Then here you are, at last. Luthen Rail.
Dead Ramiro. So calm here. Peaceful.
Can I tell you how much it pleases me to hear that?
Is everything real?
Ah, what a wise question. Forgery is the sad curse of antiquities. Only 2 pieces of questionable provenance in the gallery. Any guesses? I thought this was a fake.
What is it?
It's a Nautilin bleeder. Probably ceremonial. Only 3 others have ever been found.
Is it real?
We still don't know. The tension mounts.
All these pieces, do you own them all yourself?
I have a few items on consignment.
In that case, I may have something for you.
Oh. It would have to be stunning.
What if it's not?
Not what?
Stunning.
You've come all this way.
A vintage Imperial Starpath unit. What do you think? A little damaged, perhaps. But I'd say it's held its value. I have dreamt of this.
At this moment.
Too many versions to remember. And here you were. All that time. Hiding in the shelter of Imperial peace and quiet.
In plain
And
sight.
I've known you all along. Hardly seems fair.
Disgust me.
Do you want to know why?
Everything you stand for.
Freedom scares you.
Freedom. You don't want freedom. You want chaos. Chaos for everyone but you. Ruin the galaxy and then run back to your ridiculous wig and little workshop.
How confident you are.
Yeah.
We're done here.
The tears in her eyes say otherwise.
The building is surrounded. You're finished.
Now you're too late. The rebellion isn't here anymore. It's flown away. It's everywhere now.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's a whole galaxy out there waiting to disgust you.
Yes.
And soon you'll be telling us all about it. What have you done?
What he needed to. He
Turn
just stabbed
around.
himself.
Yep.
Turn around or be stunned.
You showed your hand. You said what?
Yep.
Yep. Well, it's authentic.
You showed, yeah.
Yeah, you said what you were going to do to him.
You said what you were going to do. It all dies with him.
He's back! He's destroying evidence! He's back! I need him alive. Keep him alive. He can't die. He can't die.
Because then your entire purpose is just completely up in smoke.
Damn.
Cool contraption to stabilize him, though.
Yeah.
Dedra let her arrogance get
Get
the
to her.
better of her
Yeah.
then, yeah.
Just that little bit too cocky. He gave up too much.
Good call for Luthen to send Claire away, though.
Yeah. Hopefully she gets away. Oh no. Oh.
Hasn't the meeting started?
He called it off.
What?
I'll let him tell you.
About Young?
No. This thing with Miro.
Supervisor here.
So they don't care about Young at all.
Yeah.
Miro called a raid this morning and it's gone badly. She believes she's found access. Or she did. He's apparently seriously wounded.
Sir,
You have every right to be upset. She's been warned about stepping over boundaries before.
Young is dead. That's why I'm late.
What?
He was killed. They just found him in a park across town.
They are going to strip the place bare.
There. Yeah, they're gonna try and find whatever they can.
In fact, it's still smoking.
I just hope it's dead. I hope it was enough.
I love how we've seen so many versions of the exact same safe house in different conditions with the time jumps. God, the shake with the rage and sadness. So she's obviously hiding on the ship somewhere. God, just the all the sounds in the background.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Stop rushing the loose, rushing the loose, make it stop. Rushing the loose, make it stop.
The drawn out echo of the screams.
Make it stop. Make it stop.
Sergeant! Are you in there? There you are. Cap's been looking for you.
I had to reload.
We cleared that other basement.
I heard it.
Had to be about 50 of them in there.
I said I heard it.
Any burners you got? He wants that whole street out there on fire. Your radio's off, by the way.
South of the canal. I count 3 more settlements to go. Sergeant Lear, come in. Sergeant Lear, where are you?
Where's Sergeant Lear? He's in the ship, sir. Lear! Are you in there?
Take those up to the pit.
Sergeant!
So they've known each other for a long
Long time. Yeah. I was gonna comment their goodbye was so parental.
Yeah.
And oh, that's heartbreaking.
She's walking with purpose.
The converter backed up again. I'm resetting it.
They want us in the air.
We're stalling on the way in.
He wants to strafe the ridge.
It's resetting. What can I do?
Won't be too long.
I'll be right behind you.
It's amazing how just finding her changed his entire
Almost like
mindset.
it gave him purpose.
Yeah, it gave him some hope. God, look at all the platforms.
When can I have him?
For what?
I need him talking.
Right now, that room is keeping him alive.
This is an elevated ISB priority. I suggest you speak to your medical director about what is expected. We'll be taking command of this hallway.
Let's be reasonable.
Yeah.
Clear everyone immediately.
The floor's full. These are my patients.
Then I'm sure you'll do a better job moving them than we will.
Oh.
She's losing all of her humanity.
Yep.
Or lost it entirely. It's a bit like Cyril with his obsession.
Yeah.
Hopefully those cameras don't cause a problem. Nice.
Nice. I love the lockpicks. Nice.
Master of disguise and infiltration. But just the subtle touch of having the bandaged injury.
Injury and then
Feigning
how
injury.
she's placed her
Look
hair.
back to tank. Follow the high-ranking people.
It still amazes me that even in this well-constructed city and what they try to do, the hospital is still crazy.
Yes.
Everything's under control.
That's a bold statement.
I expect to have him ready for interrogation by tomorrow night.
You waited for my day off.
I couldn't risk a leak.
How ironic.
I have a call in to Partagaz.
Well, we'll have that forwarded for you.
What does that mean?
You're under arrest, Dedra.
But that's ridiculous. I have access. I found him.
I came with an ISB marshal.
I have to talk to Partagaz.
He sent me.
Fine. Let's get this sorted.
The Empire doesn't like people going outside of the rules.
Yep.
Aww.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Poor thing.
Yeah. Where are you taking me?
I'll have to weigh it.
It's a pure kilo.
Where'd you get it?
That was my wife's.
Not a booming market right now. I doubt there's another dealer in the woods that even knows how to price this.
Oh, my lucky day.
Tough piece to lay off.
The grain is flawless.
Your wife know you've got this? She's dead.
What's the offer?
What are you looking for?
It's worth 40. I know I'll never get that out here, so 20.
I'll give you 7.
Oh.
We both know what it's worth.
Well, right now it's worth 7.
Let's walk back.
Let her counter.
7. Forget it.
This your daughter?
Yes.
Is that got sentimental value? Because I could go up to 9.
20.
10 if you smile.
20.
Does she know how this works?
We already have an offer for 15.
Oh, who done that?
Zuli, back by the gate.
Suli, and she's a thief.
20.
18's my max.
Sold. But no smile.
That was like a little proud moment of
Yeah.
looking there. I was like,
Well done.
Am I your daughter now?
What it's used for?
aw.
I have to think about that.
We'll be whoever we have to. It won't always be up to us. I'm Luther now, you're Clay. Everything else is up for grabs. I didn't mean to upset you.
I'm not upset. Just hungry.
Let's see.
Ah, I see. Yes.
Clay, look. Yep, she's okay.
You're about.
Things as far as you go.
We're trying to get to the 19th floor.
No, it's special access only at the moment.
Her daughter's up there.
Sorry, love.
We'll check in down here then. Let them know.
You know what it is? Deveronium. Victory necklace. It bears a mark.
Any more where this came from?
Not today. What's this?
Trooper ate a bolt the other night. Sniper. They keep finding people who did it.
Where are they taking them?
Leia, we're leaving.
Alright, get him lined up!
You hear me? We're leaving.
I'm not.
There's nothing here for us. You're on your own.
Mercy's not in there.
Nature.
No.
Oh.
Firing squad, my god.
Oh.
She didn't look away.
No.
When do we start fighting back?
We have.
By walking away.
We fight to win. That means we lose. And lose and lose and lose. Until we're ready. All you know now is how much you hate. You bank that, you hide that. You keep it alive until you know what to do with it. And when I tell you to move, you move.
Bank your hate. And the you lose until
you know.
Yep. That nurse treated me so well.
Yeah. Just gonna sit here, I got a view.
My ankles and knees would have cracked already.
I was gonna say, so would mine. New Crocs for sneaking.
You're gonna have to turn back. There's no access here.
I was sent for Dr. Nash.
This unit is closed. Let's go.
Ooh! Nice.
Stealth undetected. Yep, right level, just gotta get over there.
Yeah. Ugh.
How many do you think there are?
50. You're not eating. It's a beautiful place.
How long do we have?
Look around.
I knew you'd do this.
Think about where you are.
We're backing out.
You need to pay attention. Life shows us what we stand to lose. Most people look away. We can't be like that. Look at me. You need to accept what you're leaving behind.
All right, we're here. It's a pretty place. None of that matters right now. You're just being sad.
I need to know you're making a choice. I lived most of my life without ever realizing that that was a possibility.
You're afraid.
I'm only afraid of what I'm doing to you.
I know what I want.
Do it.
You think I won't?
You have every right.
Why are you doing this?
Because today it's real.
You promised.
I lie. Get used to it.
Yeah, turn after the destruction.
Mm.
Looks like Naboo.
We'll be leaving now. We made our choice.
But a nice way to show her this action's a real action.
Yeah. It's real consequences.
Yep.
It's not just
saved
so
her.
black and white. It's very grey.
Saved her from pressing the button and having this all on her.
Hmm.
Because of this.
Yeah.
This reaction as well.
Damn! Oh my god, damn!
Blow up the ships and platforms. But that was a nice scene to have before this moment. Create the distraction, get them all out. Hit the button, make it count. Oh, headshot! Good, get the body out of plain sight. Breathing tubes.
Yeah.
Slow fade to black. Great, great episode. Great episode. No Cassian or anything in that. Just focusing on Luthen, Claire, and Paulani.
Yeah.
But
It was needed.
Well, it had been building up to how was Luthen and the Axis network going to continue on, if it was going to continue on. This was a fitting send-off, with also making Dedra, showing her going more rogue against the Empire.
Yeah, and it's the one thing, as you said in the reaction, it's the one thing the Empire can't stand is when one of you go rogue.
Yeah.
You have to follow direction.
Fall in line.
Unless we have given you directions to not follow directions, you follow directions.
Yeah.
You can't just go out on a whim, and look at what
Beyond
it
the chain
has
of command.
cost. Yeah.
Yeah.
She broke that chain of command.
And-
It became costly.
But a fitting end for Luthen, and also a step up for Claire, which makes me think she's going to have a big role moving forward.
Yeah, because she was literally his protege.
Yeah, she was learning all the lessons that he was teaching, and then the scenes were kind of playing into what she was doing, and the thing she didn't. And yes, she took him off life support, but ultimately she finally saved him.
Yeah,
from torture. She saved not only himself from the stress and the pain of the world that he was in, running, and the lies that were slowly getting to them all, but also saved the rebellion.
Saved the rebellion to make sure that his secrets died with him.
Yep, and same with Luthen taking out Lonnie. It was very much a Sopranos-esque mafia. Sit down on the seat.
It was very much, and it's hard. Lonnie's family is safe because of that choice as well, because
now no one knows he was the informant.
He just died due to potentially that the leaking from Dedra, and you can link it all back in different ways so that he still saves face and that his family is safe. But my God, this episode was so needed in the sense of building that connection for Luthen and Keela. And it's just
Claire,
sorry.
Kira's from a different series.
Different series. Because I'd always wondered about Claire and how they had become, because in this season as well, the relationship was definitely becoming more paternal, and it was definitely more, especially with Luthen breaking down at that, where I can't keep track of this, I can't do it.
Yeah,
it was definitely, now looking back on it, especially with that intro,
especially seeing him breaking down at the atrocities that were being faced.
It was almost a torch passing to go, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah. And the fact that I grew up not realizing I had a choice, and him escaping his rank and fleeing with Claire, like finally being able to stand up against the Empire instead of committing these atrocities, like that was seeing him have that breakdown on that ship, and then just the hope that he had when he saw Claire, and the kind of refugee status that Claire in particular had, but they both ended up having.
They both adopted.
Going to different communities and, bartering their way to surviving.
And it's interesting looking at it as well, because it's bartering with, yes, physical stuff, but knowledge as well. And you can see Luthen gaining knowledge and information and people in order to, where did you get this? Is there more? And teaching her in that regard as well, and the build up and the change in costuming as well, to show how better they are getting and how better off it's becoming as they work through, where they're not just being rebels in the sense of hiding in the forest and hungry and filthy. It's no, we are now, especially that cafe scene where it's literally saying we're going to be making choices. We're going to be doing horrible things.
And her rushing to hit the button and him going, no, you don't rush this.
Yeah.
And her looking around and then, do we have to do this? Seeing all the civilians and how it's going to impact. But
the collateral damage of it.
Yeah, but the good follow on from that scene where she sees the young boy in chains and against the firing squad, everyone else in the community looking away.
Yeah, the look away as the fire,
and her just staring. And Luthen, yes, he acted cold, but he knew what was coming.
Yeah,
and he's already seen atrocities before. He doesn't need to see anyone. He is very much aware of what he's fighting for and what needs to happen, especially with that speech after of that you lose and you lose and you lose, until it's time to win. And you keep that hate simmering until it's time to release it.
Yeah.
And then following on to her infiltrating the hospital.
Yeah, and then blowing up all the ships as the distraction.
Yep. But following her throughout that hospital was so well done, just the subtlety of it. I am concerned that the cameras are going to come back to maybe bite her on the butt if she hasn't dealt with them when they caught her going in. Well, if they have any...
I'm not sure, because we're now looking at as we said, as she walked in, the master of disguise. So potentially, yes, and there may be fallout for it, but it's very... She is a chameleon, very much like so, he was. And the wrapping of the bandage, the choice, the hair...
Oh, she came in with the head covering.
Yeah, the head coverings. So it might work to her favour and she may be okay, but I don't know how you escape. Now.
I hope she continues on, and she is a character that's running parallel to everything that goes on in the original trilogy, kind of supplying the rebels with knowledge and such.
Knowledge and information,
but some huge revelations in this, with Lonnie being the one to find out that finally finding out that the Gorman situation was a complete and utter misdirection for what the Empire was actually doing. And we got mentions of kyber crystals on Jeddah.
Yep.
Galen Erso.
Yep.
And there was the whole lot of little things.
The
big weapon that Krennic has been spent the last 10 years building.
Working. Yep.
Yeah. So Lonnie playing a huge role, and with that sort of information, it does make me wonder whether Luthen was considering extracting him, or if it was always just going to be we don't make in this line of work, we don't make it out of it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't sure if it was going to be okay, we'll get you out, but the information that he gave was too risky to have him having loose. But
I say it's because he didn't make it out either. I literally think this is the only way out.
Keep it as minimal as possible.
You keep it as minimal as possible. It's like it's
the chain now just stops with Claire.
Yeah, or your link breaks off, the chain doesn't fall. Like it just moves on to the next. It's not a broken chain in that regard. It's just a shortening chain.
Yeah, minimize the amount of people who know.
Luthen, I don't think properly lied to him, but definitely misdirected in the sense.
He just gave him some closure we'll keep your family safe.
We'll keep your family safe.
But I did like the little drop of Yavin in there, just to see Lonnie's reaction.
If he reacted, yeah.
Because if Lonnie had said, "Oh yeah, the Empire knows about Yavin," shit, alarm bells go off. But the fact Lonnie was like, "What's that?
What's that?" Yeah,
that was a nice little subtle touch.
It was enough information to give to him, and it's such a espionage play.
It now plays into I burn a bit of myself for a sunrise that I will never see. Luthen has fulfilled his role and giving that huge information to Claire. This is the sunrise. Like we're lucky to know as the audience what's to come.
Yeah.
But that is he's had a huge fulfilling role in the lead up to getting the plans and the information on the Death Star. But yeah, just even the wordplay of Dedra in the shop.
Yeah.
Getting out that Imperial tech that was a callback to season 1.
It was such good acting by her in that scene as well, because she just came in so blasé-esque. Like, I honestly believed that she did just like, oh, I've walked past this hundreds of times, and then as soon as that opening, it was just, cool, hand is played.
What if you don't find it beautiful?
Her cockiness was her downfall in that moment. And he gave warning.
Oh, here's a knife. I'm not sure if it works.
Yeah. Is it what it was meant for?
Yeah. A sacrifice. With the sacrifice. Yeah. It's went for ceremonial sacrifice. And, yep. But that wordplay and the tension in the antique store, you were hiding in plain sight the whole time in the heart of the Empire.
And the line of and I had no idea. And it's like, but I knew all about you.
Yep, that's exactly right.
That's like just the cutting of the who are you of Andor.
Yeah. But
of Cass to
But it's interesting. It's interesting now that we hadn't for the last 2 episodes we hadn't gotten any word on Dedra post the Gorman massacre, and even just through the conversation that the various Imperials have, it was she's going rogue. She's going rogue and doing like we can't control her at the moment, and she was arrogant as all hell. Yeah, just the confidence, and he used that confidence against her.
Yep.
And again, even in her confidence, I'm so close to finding out. I just need him alive, and the threat to the medical team. And
I need him alive. And then the threat to the nursing staff and the doctors of the when can I talk to him? It's like he is literally on an iron lung.
Yeah.
Good luck.
But the fact that she thought that she found access and was going to get him to speak, was going to sit with the Imperial officer, who was, funnily enough, the only one that cared about Lonnie. And was like, Lonnie died, and was like, no, I don't care about
that. But the implications of Lonnie dying as well, and the reaction of like
Partagas seemed very concerned.
So it's he either knows that Lonnie went digging, or he knows like how, or he knew Lonnie was like a second spy. Who knows? But it is important. That information of Lonnie's death is important. But he may also have thought Dedra did it.
Yeah, yes.
Yes. Which then leads into that's why she's arrested.
Yeah. Yeah. Because his face was, I was like, that was an interesting face to make when you get the word that Jonga died. I was like, because it seemed to be really shocked and worried.
Yeah.
Rather than,
yeah,
Dedra.
it was
Yeah,
an
just-
actual concern, and I think it's because it's going to be twisted that she killed him.
Yeah. All the context of he was found on a park bench dead.
Mm.
And maybe part of us is thinking, oh crap, he was
Or he was
a
the
mole.
informant. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe that's a light bulb moment.
Either or, it wasn't like it is important information. But Dedra.
But no, that was a great origin for, and the fact that it was nearly over 1.5 seasons in, and just focused on one episode for a character that we have grown to like significantly in Clea, while also giving context to Luthen as an antiquities trader, and
a
you know
dealer, yeah.
what's driven him to be this giant pain in the Empire's ass.
Yeah.
And her and then that was the other thing, the great line of you can capture me, but the rebellion's going to come for you.
It's
everywhere
the line
now.
of they've left. The rebellion isn't here
They're
anymore.
not here anymore. They're everywhere.
And they're everywhere. They're coming for you.
Yeah.
And just that, well, you're going to tell us everything. And just that line enough was to just... Yep.
And yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see the fallout of all this, especially with Dedra now taken into custody.
Yes, and I want to see that interrogation.
Yeah, how she's going to talk her way out of that. But I mean, yeah, we've had some really big characters play some very significant roles that have given great context to everything going on at this time. Luthen has very much turned into one of my favorite characters, just in the way he's presented himself as this to an extent, this very cold, the opposite of Saw Gerrera extreme.
Yes.
He's very much a do anything to get it done. But the fact that and especially after this episode, seeing that human side of him in the care that he had for Clea.
Yeah.
And that reaching out and grabbing the hand, that was like the fire that lit in him to say, we can fight. And just her going in with the ruse as well.
Yeah.
Am I your daughter now? We're whoever we need to be. The chameleon aspect. But seeing her get into that bartering, and the fact that she didn't cave, and Luthen's kind of little, yeah. You're not getting a smile, though.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. And the other thing I really liked was that it wasn't actually overtly stated that he was in the Imperial Army.
Yeah.
The uniform was just very a typical officer uniform.
The only thing that kind of tipped me off with it was kind of the belt design.
Yes.
That scene where it was like, is he, isn't he? It was just very dirty uniform. So whether it's outer rim or...
And the whole thing was just contextual of the massacre going on outside.
Yeah.
You know, being called Sergeant Lear, which reversing his last name. That was a nice touch. But the whole context to it was, you know, you just saw him breaking down with nothing to say, oh yeah, from my time in the Empire or anything like that. It was all just contextually alluded to with everything going on in the background, the very plain uniform, his complete, and later on his complete and utter disgust and disdain for the Empire, and you know, seeing the atrocities that they continued to do. But yeah, that was a really nice touch. Just you had to focus on it to get the context of where he was at that time.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a really nice touch to, and this, to be fair, this series has never spoon-fed the audience. There have been moments where characters haven't even gotten any comeuppance, like the sniper in the Gorman massacre. Things happen, and you just it goes on. It doesn't focus in on things. It's up for observation. There have been so many things that when I've been editing, I've been picking up on after. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. But that's what I like about these little things. It's just it goes into just pay attention and you'll be rewarded.
Look for the details and you'll find it.
Yeah, and I thought that was a really nice touch to give a time frame of 10 years ago. And thinking about what would have been going on 10 years ago, all these the Empire really rising. And yeah, all of that context building into it, I thought was really nice. And it kind of makes his hatred for the Empire that much more personal.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed that, and the tying into Clea and finding Clea was really good. That was seeing the build up of those two were great, because they've turned into some of my favorite characters in this. I mean, every character
has been amazing in this.
But yeah, I did not expect to have, especially this late in the season, a completely Andor free
origin
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, no Cassian at all, and just focus on Luthen and Clea, and have Clea basically showing how much of a badass she is and breaking into an Imperial hospital.
Yeah. Love her.
Yeah.
It's great.
And just seeing all the little steps, the changing of disguise. That old ET looking woman.
Oh, yeah.
She was just loving life.
Just had love and life. She was happy to get out of her ward.
Yep.
That was great.
And I like that she still did the little check on her in the elevator. Just, you're okay? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I'm infiltrating and going to kill a whole lot of people, but you're okay.
She's good.
Yeah. She's happy. Yeah. But no, a really, really interesting origin story that I think adds a lot to Luthen as a character, to see what he came out of and the person he was before meeting Clea, and then leading the rebellion against the atrocities of the Empire, and just seeing the trauma he was suffering whilst these atrocities were being committed, and he was a part of it. Like, that. And just the fact that he's saying, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop, make it stop. And the sound
behind
outside, you hear the other officers saying, we found 50 of them, and then the blaster fire mixed with the screams. Yeah, and then the acknowledgement of, okay, we've got 3 more to go, like 3 more regions to go after this, just completely wiping everyone out. Yeah, that and the delaying tactics that he used as well to try and compose himself.
Yeah, the computer's resetting.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do?
Yeah. I turned it off and on again.
It's resetting, but we'll start when it starts.
Yeah.
You go on without me, it's fine.
Yeah. Which I reckon as soon as that ended, they went up on the ship and yeah. But just a very poignant episode, and a goodbye to a good character, but also the elevation of another that I hope makes it out of this series.
Yeah, I really
because
hope
I could see Clea having a really big role post the original series, because I mean there are obviously other rebel cells going on and important pieces of information.
Information does need to be found across the galaxy and transmitted. And
given her knowledge of antiquities, I would love to see her have some sort of role in a Dr. Aphra series. I'd love that.
That'd be good.
Again, another character that I do hope gets some sort of live action or animated treatment, Dr. Aphra. But yeah, I'm very excited for the next 2 episodes. And we're getting closer. I think, because I haven't seen Rogue One since...
We watched it together in 2016.
And then we watched it when it came out on Blu-ray.
And then we haven't watched it since.
We should do a reaction to it.
100%.
After this.
Yes.
And see how we feel about it.
Yes.
Because I remember I loved it to death. Absolutely loved it.
I remember is doing the to you and you not getting the reference at the time of everybody's dead, Dave. Everybody dies.
Yeah, it took me 6 years to get
6 years to get that reference.
So yeah, we haven't seen it. Oh God,
we hadn't seen it in...
That was one of our first dates.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, we should check it out. Let us know if you want us to do a Rogue One reaction, because there's a lot I've forgotten.
Yep.
But yeah. Anyway, great episode. Tell us your thoughts in the comments. I'm Trent.
I'm Julia.
And as always, keep it nerdy.